Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League to Giants. And up in today's episode, we have another big one. We have by far our biggest test to date. Aston Villa, a Premier League team at home in the FA Cup third round. Then after that, we have another big game in the league. We have Chesterfield at home, who are now second in the league. So another massive episode for us. Of course, the first game here in the episode at home to Aston Villa. It could get ugly. It could get ugly. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we can make a game of it at least, shall we say, and, give ourselves a little bit of a dream here. How to Aston Villa. But let's be realistic. We're probably going to get knocked out to Aston Villa here, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, that is for sure. We're a Van Arm national side facing the Premier League side in Aston Villa. Our second game in the episode as well is massive as well, because us and Chesterfield, since the last episode, only played 2 games since the last episode. But us and Chesterfield have really broken away from the other teams. You see York all the way down in 6th place now, so they've really gone off the ball. Saying they've got a couple of games in hand of some teams there, and Notts County as well. So we beat Chesterfield at home in this episode. We're guaranteed to be 7 points clear at the top over them at least. So yeah, it's a big episode in today's one. Aston Villa at home in the FA Cup, and Chesterfield at home in the league. So since the last episode, only played 2 games. Fortunately though, we won both of them, which is great, of course. I did say at the end of the last episode, I expect 6 points from these 2 games. We weren't great in both of these games, just, decent, solid performances, and we got 2 wins. We beat Bournemouth 3-1 away from home. Pharrell Williams, AC, and Mundo on the score sheet there. And we then played Eastleigh at home and beat them 2-0. Lachlan Brook with both the goals in that game. So, yeah, 2 wins out of 2 there in the league. And we're unbeaten in the last 6 games in all competitions. So, take a little bit of confidence going into the Aston Villa game here. But, yeah, they're a Premier League team, so it's definitely going to be very, very tricky. Unai Emery is the manager, of course. Tyrone Mings is the captain. Emi Martinez is the vice-captain, of course. He's about to play in the World Cup final for Argentina against France. So, yeah, we've got to try and score against the World Cup final goalkeeper. That's always going to be tricky, isn't it? Other players have got, well, of course, we're familiar with most of their players here. Buendia, John McGinn, Leon Bailey, got Vitinha. Who's Vitinha? That's not the Vitinha I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a different Vitinha. One who plays PSG. Who does he play for? He plays for Braga, plays for Aston Villa these days. Anyway, you get the point. They've got some great players here. Coutinho, of course. But anyway, let's get started with the first game at home to Aston Villa. Do we have any chance of winning in this game? We've got some national games, Van Arm national games playing today as well. Not really. Well, ultimately, York are playing. They're in and around us, you can say. But at the moment, the only team really I'm looking at the moment is Chesterfield, of course. So if we beat Chesterfield today, then we are in a very strong position in top place. But anyway, so the FA Cup, first of all, Kenny, don't get sidetracked here. They're going with a 4-4-2 apparently. But anyway, in terms of the team sheet for today's game, I've got Lachlan Brook playing on the right today. He says he can't play there, but as you can see, he's 3.5 stars. So he's good enough to play on the right, that is for sure. Got Roberts and Mundell playing together today as well. Not really going to change too much for Aston Villa, so it doesn't really matter what we do. I don't think we're going to get a very good result here. We shall see. The only change I've really made is that I've gone with a cautious mentality. I always play with balance at home and cautious away from home. We are playing against a Premier League team here. So I've gone with cautious. Dinzey, unfortunately, is not fully fit for the game as well, which is disappointing. His natural fitness is terrible. He's got 5 natural fitness, so he can't seem to play 2 games of the week, which is disappointing, especially considering we've got a very big game coming up as well, so that's annoying. But needing for today's game, that is for sure. In terms of players missing, well, Charter's obviously got a big injury in that last episode there. He's out for another few weeks still, 4 to 7 weeks of a broken toe. And Sam Matthews is suspended, so 2 key players missing for today's game. But still, the team we put out is very good. But saying that, we've got Aston Villa at home, a Premier League team. Can we get a result here? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. FM Challenger versus Unai Emery. Who's going to come out on top here? Well, let's find out. Hopefully he doesn't get silly, as I said. Hopefully he doesn't get silly. I'm not going to look at too much about the way the game's going anyway in this game, because I expect Aston Villa to dominate the game. But saying that, 20 minutes in, this game is absolutely racing by. They're dominating possession. They have much of the match momentum, but we are yet to see anything in the game. And 24 minutes in, we finally do. This game is absolutely raced by so far. Here's Buendia to... I'm not going to attempt to pronounce his name. Iroig Benauam? Don't know who that is. No idea who that is. Let's just move past that one, shall we? Hopefully his name don't pop up again, because I have no idea how to say it. As I said, Ramsey is a much easier one for me. And same with Coutinho as well. Here's Coutinho. Back to Ramsey. Aaron Ramsey. That's Jacob Ramsey's brother, isn't it? And not the Aaron Ramsey who plays for Wales, of course. Here's Cressine? Oh, no, he's not going to get there. Surely he's not going to get there. He shouldn't have got there. He's not that quick, is he? Coutinho. Saying that Genesini's not quick at all. We're giving away a penalty, unfortunately. Dinzey giving away the penalty. That was a little bit comical, it has to be said. Who's taking the penalty? Number 12. Who's that? Vitinha. They're 1-0 up in the game already, unfortunately. First real chance was in the game, though, to be fair. So as long as we give it 1-0, it's definitely still got some sort of hope here. But yeah, it's pretty much going to the script as it stands. That was a little bit comical. I'm a little bit disappointed about defending there, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Coutinho probably should not have got there. But Genesini is not the quickest, that is for sure. 30 acceleration, 12 pace. What's Coutinho? Coutinho hasn't got much. I'll look at him in a second. But back on the highlight here, 33 minutes in. Here's Carson. Carson gets it back from Buendia. Don't usually see Carson this far up the pitch. Even though he's on wing-back attack, he don't usually get that far up. Anyway, he does in this game. Here's Roberts. To Brook. Can we get a goal back? Oh my word. Brook almost scored. There's hope in this game. There's hope after all. Matthias Roberts, the former Arsenal Academy graduate. Putting a nice ball there. And at half-time, it's not really like Aston Villa are blowing us out the water. They're dominating the possession, but they only have 5 shots and 3 on target, so there's still some sort of hope in this game after all. Please remember, guys, if you like this video, to hit that like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button as well. I really appreciate it. So let's get started with the second half then. I'm going to thrash my arms about. I don't really think changing anything in the game would benefit us too much, to be honest. I think we should just stick with our normal style. And 6 shots, 1 on target. We're certainly creating something in the game. That is for sure. On to the hour mark here, and we've still got a chance here. Aston are completely dominating the ball, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Well, just one change at this hour mark here. I brought on Wilson for Dinzey. I wouldn't normally do such a thing, but Dinzey and Ronnie Nelson have been terrible together today. 6.2 for Dinzey, 6.1 for Nelson. So I brought Callum Wilson in there, and Dinzey's come off because he's very, very tired, of course. I made a little bit of tweak to the tactics as well. I decided to go more direct. I put the defensive line a little bit lower and put Thomas in advance forward, put pass in the space as well. And hopefully we can create a chance. We shall see. Let's get going. Oh, we're straight on to the action here. Here's Conser. But wayward effort there. But saying that, we're not really out the game at all. They're dominating the ball, but we are still creating some things. Very little things. Not like they're creating too much here. Well, after I change things, they create more. Of course they do. Of course I make things worse, as I always do. You've got a corner here. 2-0, I think it's game over. Vitinha hits the top of the bar. But we're playing against a Premier League team here. The only goal they've scored in the game is from a penalty. So I'm pretty happy with how things are going. But now they seem to be turning on the heat here, looking for that second goal. But with them looking for the second goal, maybe they'll leave a little bit leaky at the back, a little bit of chances. We shall see. Genesini's kicked the ball long, but Diego Carlos wins the ball easily there. Now he's Aaron Ramsey to Coutinho, but we know what he can do with a ball. Hits the post. Here's Carson, kicks the ball long to Thomas, but no, it leads to nothing, unfortunately. We certainly give ourselves justice in this game. That's certainly Carson as well. With a 7 rating there, he's definitely done himself justice. Anyway, Hammond. Look at Thomas. Oh no, picked the wrong pass there. I thought Thomas might be able to get through there. He was on his bike, wasn't he? Anyway, here's Coutinho. Out to Buendia. Acres of space there, Buendia. I don't quite know how that's happened, to be honest. Here's Watkins. Oh, Hammond. Nice covering there. Roberts, kick it long. This is when we can get them. Thomas heads it on, of course. There's no one there. Afraid to head it onto. But yeah, definitely does ourselves justice in today's game. That is for sure. Only a couple minutes to go here. Coutinho with a free kick. Do well to score from there. Isted almost made a meal of it. Only 1 minute added time. That's a little bit disgusting, isn't it? 20 seconds to go here. Here's Kessler Hayden. Who again is a player I'm not familiar with. Maybe he's an Aston Villa youngster. Erogue Banaum. I'm definitely not pronouncing that correct at all. I'm sorry, Erogue Banaum. But yeah, I think I've seen his name before. Maybe I'm just talking nonsense, but Kelsey Hayden, I definitely haven't seen his name before. There he is. Erogue Banaum. Yeah, no idea how to pronounce it properly. There certainly is a right way of pronouncing it, but I certainly cannot do that. But anyway, it looks like this game is over now. It's 20 seconds over the allotted time. But yeah, I'm happy with what we've done here. Just a defensive mistake. Cost us a goal, really. Gave away a penalty. Obviously, we can't really say that if we didn't give away that penalty, would there be a different outcome? Because there probably would have been. They were definitely the better team in the game, but they should be. They're a Premier League team. We're a Vanarama national side, so they certainly should have the better of the chances here. But Carlson is one player who's definitely impressed in this game with a 7 rating there. Brilliant from him. Really did well. He was on that 6.6 as well. He's on wing-back attack, and I changed him to wing-back defend. And he got a 7 rating in the end, so did pretty well on changing him to defend. Mundle as well did himself justice with a 6.8 there. He's really good centre midfielder, Mundle. Other than that, not really any players did themselves too much justice, but can't be too harsh on the boys here. We're playing against a Premier League team. Unfortunately, we are out of the FA Cup in the third round, but it was expected, and at least it didn't get silly here. At least it didn't get silly. I'm proud of their efforts. It wasn't meant to be. But anyway, up next, we've got a big game in the league, as I said. If we win that game against Chesterfield, we're guaranteed to be 7 points clear at the top. The other teams played today. York won against Altrincham as well, which is a good win for them. They might start creeping up again soon. But we're 9 points clear of them, and Notts County play the same amount of games as them. So, as I said, we beat Chesterfield at home. Then we've got a healthy 7-point lead at the top. Can we do it? We'll find out in a sec. Okay, here we go. It's time for first versus second again for the third time in a row in the episode. Obviously, it's first versus second in the last episode against York, then Notts County, and now Chesterfield. So, hopefully, we can get a good result here again. Of course, we didn't beat Notts County in the last episode. That's a bit comical, wasn't it? 3-3 draw at home to them, despite leading the game 3 times, by the way. But we did beat York 3-2 away, and also we beat Chesterfield 4-0 away earlier on in the season, where, funnily enough, Asante bagged himself a goal in that game, and now we're facing Asante as he's gone to Chesterfield, of course. So hopefully we can get one over that traitor, leave him for money, the money grabber. Yeah, he's not a traitor, really, is he? He's left for almost 1k more a week. You can't really blame the guy, really, can you? We are in a cost of living crisis after all, so let's not be too harsh on Asante, but of course, it'd be nice of him to stay to the end of the season at least. But anyway, we beat Chesterfield 4-0 away earlier on in the season, but that was in the 4th game of the season, so very early days. Different team these days, it seems, as they're sitting in second in the league now. But home advantage here. As I said, we win the game is massive. 7 points clear at the top, guaranteed. So yeah, it's a big one for us. Also, that game against Aston Villa there, we broke our new record attendance. We actually had a sellout for the first ever time in the club's history, in this stadium at least. The biggest record before was 5,645 against Crystal Palace in 2015. But this time around it's 6,500, which actually is our maximum. You see there, 6,500, 1,000 seated. That's quite a big stadium at its level, really, especially in the Vanarama South. Definitely a big stadium, but in the Vanarama National, I don't think, how big is it compared to the rest of the stadium? Let's have a check out. Well, it's not one of the biggest. It's just average, pretty much. So it's one of the biggest for Vanarama South, anyway. But you see here, along with Barnet, the Hive. I've got good old memories of the Hive. Imagine them. I don't know when. A lot of FMs ago. Anyway, 6,500. So a bit much average there. Meadow Lane, Notts County, 19,841. That is definitely massive for this level. Anyway, let's stop talking about stadiums. Let's get into the game at home to Chesterfield. Well, of course, only 3 days since we faced Aston Villa then. Also, we had to do a lot of running, didn't we? We had the ball for 78% possession or something stupid. So, lots of changes for today's game. The 2 centre-backs start today, Dinzey and Nelson, but they're both tired. So, that's a bit of a worry, especially against Asante as well. Definitely a bit of a worry. 2 changes at full-back as well. Callum Wilson starts today and Maguire starts at left-back. Diaz Wright comes into midfield in place of Roberts, who definitely can't start the game. Thomas definitely can't start the game as well. And same at AC as well. So, yeah, disappointing to face Chesterfield at home. Another massive game just 3 days after facing Aston Villa. But I guess we have to face these 2 teams due to our good performances getting to the FA Cup third round. So I shouldn't complain too much. And still, we're at home today, so definitely I'll fancy our chances. Chesterfield at home is first versus second again. Can we take a 7-point lead at the top? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. Well, Asante isn't starting the game, but he is on the bench though, so hopefully he doesn't come off the bench for some sort of memorable goal to win the game for Chesterfield. I don't know what I'm nervous for, because we beat them 4-0 away from home, so we should have some confidence here. But only 3 days since we've... Oh my word, Brooks through already! Blast, is he offside? He's not. What a start to the game! Lachlan Brook. Was that Dinzey with the assist as well? Just blasted in the back of the net. What a goal that was. What an assist. I think he might be offside there, but down in these lower leagues, if there's no offside call, there's no VAR, so it's guaranteed to be a goal. Dinzey with the assist, wasn't it? What a pick out from Dinzey. I didn't know he had that in his locker. What a first touch, by the way. And blasted in the back of the net. Get him. What a lovely start. And definitely any nerves I felt have gone now. That is for sure. Just a minute later, we're back on the highlight again. Let's hope we don't concede straight away like we did against... oh, yeah, by the way, in this level... Do you remember Matty Longstaff? Remember when he scored that goal against Man United, I think it was? Sean Longstaff's brother. He's playing in the Vanarama National for Chesterfield. And apparently he's the best player in the league. So, yeah, I was a bit surprised to see him play for Chesterfield. If you look at him here, he's quite decent. He definitely hasn't... seen his career go the way it might have gone after he saw his Man United, but he's still quite a good player at this level, that is for sure. So let's watch out for him today as well, shall we? Well, it's definitely been a very lively start to the game, because we've got another highlight here. Here's Clark for Chesterfield. Back to Clements. There's Oyeleki. He passes to Longstaff. Can't miss his bright red head. Back to Williams. Nothing stupid here, boys. Yeah, it's good. Hammond wins it back. Here's Mundell, You've been really, really good midfield in recent times, Mundell. Oh my word, Brook's through again. Can he make it 2-0 here? Brook! Who needs a Sante? Who needs a Sante when you got Brook? I did say that. 14th goal of the season for him. We're 2-0 up in the first 11 minutes, and Lachlan Brook with both the goals. Our great Australian striker. Get in there. Lovely assist again as well. It was Matthews, wasn't it? Timed his run to perfection. The defenders are sleeping, and he leaves them for... He has not got blister in place, Brook, but he's definitely not slow, that's for sure. It looks like the centre-backs might be quite slow. Interesting enough as well, one of those centre-backs, Stickland, he rejected us to go to Chesterfield on loan, so... Yeah, a little bit of karma for him there, but we can't say we've won the game yet, that's for sure. We're not creating too many chances, but give Brook the ball and he will score. Chesterfield are actually creating better of the chances in this first half, so I might need to look at that half-time, but we are 2-0 up, so I should not complain at all, really. And at half-time it's 2-0. We've actually scored 6 goals against Chesterfield this season now without a single reply, so let's hope that Sandy doesn't come off the bench for some sort of memorable heroics, as I said before. But yeah, half-time, really happy with that, but not too happy with the way things are going in terms of momentum here. Well, I thought about tweaking things a little bit at half-time there, but we are winning the game 2-0 after all, so probably shouldn't do too much, really. The only thing I did change was change Wilson from fullback defender, fullback support. He seems like he's being way too deep. Obviously, he's meant to be deep for fullback defend, but much deeper than centre-backs, and that could cause a problem in terms of offside. So, yeah, I put him on support. Easy offside. He is. All right, dodged the bullet there. But you know what? That is... That's been a warning sign for me, that. So I'm going to make a slight tweak here now. Well, I've changed from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1. And also, I've taken off Ronnie Nelson, who's knackered. And I've brought on Genesini for him, Callum Wilson at centre-back. So I was going to say, let's see if it makes a difference. There needs to make a difference. We're 2-0 up in the game. Let's just hope we don't concede any goals. That would be very nice. No. Oh, Hammond. Nice covering there, Hammond. Nice covering, Hammond. The defenders went to sleep, but Hammond didn't. He's right. Going long again. Brook's going to get it, isn't he? Did he get a hat-trick? Brook! Oh, my word. This boy can strike a ball, can't he? This boy can strike a ball. What an effort that was. It deserves to be a hat-trick. Oh, my word. As you see there, I just made a slight tweak to the formation there. Mundell sitting up there in the hole. Maybe make a difference in terms of the midfield there. Williams is having a great game, but also he's, you know... He's one of the players who's the most fit in the game, so best not take him off. Lachlan Brook is absolutely shattered now, so it's best to take him off, even though Thomas is half fit. But yeah, Lachlan Brook can't continue by the looks of it. Can't get his hat-trick, unfortunately, but we'll bring on Thomas for him. I'll leave it at that, especially with all these tired players in the pitch. We might get an injury, we shall see, so I'll leave it like that for now. It's not been the greatest of games, not been the greatest performances either, let's be honest, but we had 2 big chances, we've taken 2 of them. Lachlan Brook had a chance to get a hat-trick, but I think it would be unfair to say that he should have scored that goal. It was a great effort, though, wasn't it? Oh, Asante's on the pitch now, isn't he? Asante is on the pitch. He looks like he's playing on the right wing, though. Here's Uchagabulam. Oh, no, he's running for the old team. Goalkeeper's gone completely to sleep there. Is it a corner? Didn't look like a corner. It is a corner, though. 5 minutes to go. Asante's a tall boy as well. He's 6'2", so he's good in the air. Let's hope he doesn't score here. Wilson clears it, but only as far as Uchagabulam, whose effort led to the corner in the first place. He shoots again. Again, the keeper's nowhere near it, but with 4 minutes to go here, surely we're going to be alright. We've got a corner. 3-0, seals the deal. Gets the win, 100%. Matthews with it. Dinzai. No, back to Matthews, though. Mundell gets there. Got Mundell. Get in the box. Here's right to Wilson. To Hammond. Passing it back. I don't like it passing it back. Maguire. Hits it long. Thomas. Oh my word. What a lovely little deft touch. Get in. That's 3-0. That is the game now. Do we deserve to win the game 3-0? Definitely not. But it is 3-0. And Thomas. Lovely finish there. I don't know what the keeper's doing, by the way. I have no idea what the keeper's doing. He should be saving that really, shouldn't he? But another direct ball there. I've not set up the team to go more direct in this game. It's just a standard. But it seems to have worked an absolute treat in this game. Thomas. Lovely finish. But Dewhurst. Well... You need to have a look at yourself in the mirror, buddy, because that was terrible. But, yeah, said 3-0. Don't deserve to win the game 3-0, not by any shot. But we took our chances when they came, and Chesterfield did not take any of their chances. So, let's not complain. It's a 3-0 win at home to the second-place team. We are 7 points clear at the top now, which is very... Of course, it is nowhere near close to being done yet in terms of the league title. But that is a healthy lead, isn't it? It's a healthy lead. Basically, you can lose a game, lose 2 matches in the bounce, and we'll still be top of the league. So it's very nice. Look at our goal difference as well. Plus 43. Chesterfield is plus 4. We beat them 4-0 and 3-0. So that's definitely taking a chunk out of their goal difference. But I don't think any team's going to match our goal difference this season. That is for sure. And only 19 games to go yet. We can certainly start thinking about winning the title. But definitely nowhere near close to being done. As I said, we can lose 2 games in a row and we'll still be guaranteed top of the league. But if we do lose 2 games in a row, then definitely the title race is back open again. So, yeah, definitely can't get carried away with ourselves. But at the moment, things are going really, really well. And you'd put your money on us going up back to back, wouldn't you? But definitely things can still change from this point until then as well, that is for sure. Well, in terms of the next episode, guys, I think I'll bring you back for the games away to Barnet and at home to Southend. I think that'll be the penultimate episode of the season as well, depending on what happens in the FA Trophy, I guess. Might get, we'll see what happens. We've got Tamworth at home in the next game, which we should win, hopefully. But yeah, in terms of the next episode, I'll bring you back for Barnet away and Southend at home. And hopefully we can go into that episode with a similar lead at the top. That'd be very nice, wouldn't it? We shall see. Things do change quite quickly, especially in these lower leagues as well. So, yeah, we shall see. But in terms of the next episode, Barnet away and Southend at home. And please remember, guys, that if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And also do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out. And much appreciated. Thanks again for watching. And I'll see you for the next one.